it's pretty common to have a window in the entry door of an RV, but man, in my opinion, they're not the most beautiful thing in the world.
I mean, they're really not. And some of them come frosted, some of them come clear. And the problem with the clear ones is there's a blind in between the screen door and the entry door, and it's not always convenient to use it. So you tend to leave it down, and then you don't get any light.
And how long do they last?
Yeah, 2 or 3 years at best.
Here's an idea to be able to have a little bit more color, a little bit more scenery into your window, and actually really add to the aesthetics of the overall look of the coach. And it's called Deco Window Film. And it comes in a variety of different patterns and colors, and it sticks right onto the outside of the window, and it's very simple to install. And it comes in both a frosted and a clear. Now this is the clear that you're holding up here, and it's got a stained glass pattern to it. Another choice of clear. Now this is good if you have a frosted window. Now if you have a clear window, here are a couple choices for the frosted windows, and both a picture that could be made from any photograph that's sent into the company, and then here's just another pattern that could be used. Now the installation is really, really simple. It has a pretty good life when it's used on the exterior, probably 3-4 years before you have to replace it. And the good thing is it really doesn't stick forever, so you can take it off. Remember, some of those things you'll have to use like a heat gun and all that stuff to get them off?
And then remove the glue is a nightmare.
And you don't have that with this. So Bill, let's put one on. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna wash the window. I'll let you cut it in.
Gee, thanks.
I always give you the good stuff. Okay, Bill, as promised, I said I'd wash the window, so I'll do it for you.
Yeah, aren't you sweet?
I always do the hard part.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Wait, you missed a spot. Okay, there you go.
Okay, yeah. And another thing is this window wants to be sort of warm before you put the film on, because if you do it on when it's really cold, it may not stick as easily. Okay, Bill, what do you think? Are you happy with that?
I'm happy with it.
Okay, it's all yours.
Okay, I might need a piece of duct tape.
Okay, I could do that.
So I'm gonna fit 2 sides here, as you can see, leave a little bit of a corner up here so that we can trim this out. And then all I have to do is just trim this one side. So I'm gonna mark it, and then I'm gonna cut it on the bench. If I can trim off some of this excess, it'll really help when I'm trying to cut it down in. Okay, what do you think, Bob?
I think those are nice lines, Bill.
Okay, so they're crooked.
You have practice doing this?
No, but I can wing anything. Everybody knows how to run a pair of scissors.
Hopefully.
And these are OSHA approved, of course.
Of course. Okay, you got that cut. You can do a little bit of a...
Yeah, I'm gonna fix this corner a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. All right.
How's that look?
I think it looks nice.
Well, let's go try it.
I think it's ready to start.
So I'm gonna peel part of the backing off of here. Not all the way, but a little bit on the top here so I can get it started.
Now, the one thing you want to make sure the window is on the warm side. If it's very, very cold, it'd be more difficult to stick. And also, one of the things that's nice about this film is you don't have to soap the window so you can slide it around. So if you do make a mistake or there's a bubble in it, you can just peel it back and take the crease or take the bubble out of it. It's really nice. Now, what's really amazing, even though it doesn't feel like it's going to stick because you get to take it on and off very easily, it will last for a long time and it'll stay stuck to the window. So Bill, how you doing?
Doing good. I need that plastic squeegee though.
Okay.
That would help.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. And you can get these at any auto parts. They're more commonly used for body work, but they work absolutely fabulous for this type of stuff. So just kind of squeegee it down here.
Once you get the thing basically down on the window, you can peel the edges up and you can take out the bubbles.
Yeah, it's much easier than the other stuff where you have to use alcohol and water, and you can't, once it's there, it's very
Right.
difficult, but this is going on really nice. So I'm going to peel down a little bit at a time on the backing here, and it makes a real nice edge along this one side especially.
Boy, it's a whole lot easier than putting on a skin on your telephone.
It is. Oh, I didn't like that one, so I'm going to pull it up and start again. See, I had a little wrinkle there, and it was easy to start it again. What do you think, Mr.
I
Bob?
think you're doing a pretty good job, Bill. I knew that's why I wanted you to do this part.
You get to do the next one.
I do.
Sure.
I'll see how well you do, and then I can figure it out.
We should do one of these on yours.
I think we will.
Or do you even have a window in your entry door?
I do have a window in my entry door. You know, most of the creases are gone. I think the only creases you have are bubbles are up on the top, which can easily come out.
Yeah, I can. And it'll probably be a little easier if I cut first, and
Oh,
then
yeah, of
I
course.
can finish
Yeah.
the bubbles.
Yeah. Boy, that goes on very smoothly.
It does. So I want to make these really tight in here before I cut.
You do such a good job, Bill, we might have to have you start a side business here.
What do we call it, Bill and Bob's?
Yeah, nice work, Bill. Looks like you got all those bubbles out of there.
I think I've got most of them out, maybe a little bit here, but look how easy this is to peel up. And
Yeah, that's really
I
nice.
mean, I've worked with a lot of films before. The 3M stuff, boy, it is really tricky, but this is so simple. I love it. So I'm gonna feel here for any bubbles. I can't see any, but
Looks pretty clean
that
from
looks
this,
really
from
good.
this angle.
Okay, now I just need to cut it.
Okay.
Scalpel, please.
Scalpel. Be careful, it's sharp.
Yeah, any razor blade will work for this. X-Acto knife. So I'm going to cut down into the slot here, not along the window.
Cutting pretty smoothly.
Yeah, it cuts right through it. It's very nice. So take your time and cut it really slow so it doesn't drift and create a real problem. And then you can kind of peel this back as you're going, and you can see how your cut is going. But I'm literally down in between this frame and this piece of glass with a blade. So you want something fairly thin like a razor blade. By being down in between there, it's not going to leave a funky cut on it. It's really going to look like it literally was put under the frame. And these curves are the trickiest here.
So Bill, if you decide to change professions, you could become a surgeon.
You know, I think I like making movies better. Okay, I'm gonna go back up here.
All right.
Let me see that squeegee again. I'm gonna finish these corners here. Make sure they're down solid. The tighter these edges and the corners are, the longer it's gonna stick. If one of them starts to peel up, it could create a problem. So really work on the edges and the corners. Okay, you know
Hey.
what? I think we're there.
Hey, nice job, Bill.
Thank
Hey,
you.
look at that. Boy, that light shines through there just beautifully.
It's gorgeous.
You know, this deco window film works really, really well. And I'll tell you what, it didn't take you long at all.
No, it's,
About 15 minutes total.
I love it.
And you know, if you get into a holiday season or if you get into some other mood, you can always change the scenery at will.